So thank you for hosting me here, and for previous presenter to leaving me some time because I have 60 slides, very text-based, but actually, okay, not so harsh, don't worry. Who I am, I'm Vladimir Kuts. I'm coming from Estonia, from Tallinn University of Technology. So this what I will speak about is more research-based. Let's tell what we are doing in university, not rather than industrial-based. However, I'm head of Industrial VR AR Lab. We do various type of projects from additive manufacturing, autonomous vehicles, logistical robots, and industrial robots. And my main use case is industrial robots, what I worked on, but all is somehow related to VR, AR, mobile applications, wearables, and all kind of projects and aspects. However, I am from Taltech. Right now I'm based in Ireland and remotely managing the lab. So, yeah, I need to press a button to go forward. And I used to be also digital manufacturing lecturer and Distri 4.0 in Estonia and Ireland. So a bit of what was told today is interesting in my domain, and it's nice to get insights from industrials as well. So today I will speak about one of my projects and my main research aim, what I think it's relevant as well for all domains. And this is more about human-robot interactions and usage as VR and AR to, let's say, validate safety first between the robotic applications. But what in my opinion is digital twin? Digital twin, yes, we all probably here, who you are all, you know what is digital twin. But in my opinion, when I started to work on this 5 years ago, I thought the digital twin can't be only simulation, what was on that time. Like the main aspect, digital commissioning, feeding by real data. But in my opinion, we should control physical world from the virtual and run these implementations, optimizations in the real time back. So, yeah, so we employ XR for validate the future generation of standards. And basically to make it happening, we gather different metrics, KPIs, we develop different KPIs, performance metrics for the users. Based on this test methods and metrics, we basically run user experiments. So basically we do a lot of human-centric work, what was touched today as well, these topics already. And basically what we do, we develop some interface for human-robot interactions. Doesn't matter on which platform, is it VR, AR, and then we do the same task in the physical robot, then in VR, AR robot, and basically compare results from user studies. And based on this, we try to increase the quality of experience, how the users itself consume this media, how they consume the experience itself, are they satisfied, are they stressed, so we put a lot of sensors on them, humidity of skin, eye tracking is embedded right now in a lot of headsets and various factors. And the basically development of this is based on our lab. So we have robotics and flexible manufacturing demo center, which consists of various brand robots, logistical robots, physical, industrial robots. And we also working together with few institutions on this, and we are looking to increase our use cases and have more, let's tell, research, and not only research, maybe industrial labs in our domain. So we work here with some Danish institutions, US institutions, and right now as I'm in Ireland also with Irish institution, and we connect them virtually together. So they all are some copies, digital twins of physical rooms which we connect virtually in the means of social VR, speaking with each other, multiplayer modes, and etc. And basically in all of those we collect data. That's the main aim of it. And we develop it in a modular manner. So what we are right now developing a framework where actually, we based on game engine, yes, and where if we need to measure, for example, with exact sensors, user one-off experience, we downloaded the package. So we actually right now making framework of different packages for user evaluations. But it's work ongoing. And yeah, that's just a few pictures of our lab and its digital perspective. It's have been already updated, added more robots. We have actually 2 floors of our building, digitalized, based actually on BIM model. And and we put it on live, and we meet it as a multiplayer game where students during COVID could also learn pneumatics. We have some pneumatics, hydraulics games, and robotics applications to run on. But is it the problem, the human-robot interaction? Because my presentation was of human-robot interaction, and this, is it the problem? And as you see, there's plenty of different standards regarding the collaborative robotics. The robots, industrial robots, let's tell, AGVs, so ground robots, drones, UAVs, and different various of standards. There is no actually one standard what collects all general methodologies into one. And yes, as we are not standards expert in our institution, we work together with NIST, so these slides are partially borrowed from them, with who we do some joint publications. So, but what about human-robot interactions? So basically there's different types of human-robot interaction. For example, this one is also human-robot collaboration because human and robot are in the same room. However, they still work on the different tasks. They have different timings, and they have, okay, location is slightly different, but still they're quite close. If we speak like next one, this is already much more closer. They have the same location, and they work on the same piece, but they do different tasks, and they actually don't interfere with each other, robot and human. If you speak about next level, this already unites wall, location, piece, but they have different tasks. For example, person is holding, for example, robot is screwing some bolts in. But can they do simultaneously and adapt to each other, also the road? And this is what is cobots and etc. are aiming to do and solve right now. And is there a need? Yeah, I told you have text-heavy slides, and but not 60, yes. But basically there's a need because robots and collaborative robotics, and I speak, my main work is on heavy industrial robots, not on cobots, but they are inevitable in different domains also, not only in industrial, but also in construction, in healthcare as well. And digital twins, and I think the digital twin embedded with virtual reality, it gives a more immersion and as I was speaking today about already educational perspective, educational applications, and not only, they can be really the interaction tool with a physical machinery, as the user will be allowed to more think about the final aim of what person need to do, rather than learning all these programming languages of different robots, for example. So it also can solve a learning curve. It also can adapt aging problems to this problem as well. And yes, and all these experiments, as a recap, used in the new generation of standards. Okay, this will be in the next slide. Sorry, but basically we collect different types of data. It's only a part of the data we are collecting. When we do a physical robot test, we do somehow. We simulate interruption to the robot. We put somewhere to appear next to the robot, how the safety sensors will work out. Also, what we do, we in real time control robots in VR, physical robots. I will show some videos later, yes. And we control the robots. And basically, when person in virtual reality approach the virtual robot, physical robot behaves as someone is next to it. And this way we can collaborate, we can enable safe environment for testing the standards. And as a part of IEEE group, which I'm regular member of, of standards group, we develop a new iteration of standards which should be alive in a few years. And we work in different subgroups on different domains of study. So it's a big study group. Actually, it's more than welcome of industrial partners as well. Always it's people around the world from each continent, and a few industrial people as well. So, and yes, and that's why we do all of this. But so to be more I will show you some few videos what have been involved in these projects, what we are doing the last 4 or 5 years, and what you will see, it's only high level because it's only a visual representation how we do it. But basically, in the back end, it's much more. So So what if we speak about robot programming? Is this convenient way to do it? Adapt some smaller piece. Of course, we have offline programming tools like where we program it in behind and the computer, or maybe we can do it some remotely in VR. Maybe something is missing it. So interfaces are, we have a lot of different interfaces. So based on what use case we need to solve, or maybe AR. I mean, using HoloLens 2 application can be viewed. We can also do it from phones and the different applications. Or this is only a movement of robot, but movement of robot is maybe just nothing like special. We just control like different angles and just move it around in real time. But we can also plan. We can also make a trajectory. We can also solve kinematics problem and then launch the robot in the online, execute when it's ready, and we can merge coordinate systems. So, or maybe mobile app is totally convenient way. And this mobile app, for example, is 5 different robots embedded, and we can control our lab. And it's not only this, we collect a lot of data. We collect data from each machine. We collect their efficiency. We collect power consumption, how many products were done. Of course, we are research lab, so we don't produce really. So we don't have like a lot of statistical data when we do this test. Or maybe it should be social. Maybe you can work together. Maybe it can be different countries and work together on this. Yes, I know this goes maybe too deep to the now it's a lot of speeches about metaverse and etc. However, it's there, and we, in my opinion, from the virtual world, we can really interact with the physical world. And in my opinion, from physical world, we can interact with the virtual world. And it shouldn't be so limited. In VR, I should see person who wears AR glasses and AR who wear VR glasses. And it have a larger impact, not only for an industrial domain. So where we work also is a smart health, for example. We have 2 rehabilitation applications based on what we've done. We have evaluated how users are moving, and together with hospital, of course, we are we're doctors, but not medical doctors. And we, based on that, we made some physiotherapy applications for COVID time, when they gave only camera to the user and had nice games playing around, but actually it was a muscle training for post-stroke patients, for example. And different simulators. So all this is connected, and it's larger impact, in my opinion. So yes, it's actually 15 minutes, actually a lot of nice videos as well. I didn't update for a year, but if you are up, you can go. We do different things, and I'm always happy to collaborate. And so please, LinkedIn or email or write round table discussion. I will be here 2 days, so please catch me up. And it's nice to be here. Thank you for listening.